much for having me here. It's really a pleasure to see everybody and meet everybody. Just a brief introduction. I am Director, Center for Security Strategy and Policy Research at University of Lahore, which was established in 2015. And in 2016, I established School of Integrated Social Sciences here, which now runs a BS program, an MPhil program, and a PhD IR program. So we work in the policy space as well as in the academia as well. And I'm really excited to be part of this group and to be working together. So thank you so much for the invitation to join. I'll just briefly talk about some of the areas of research that we can, work on together. Some of that Professor Julian also mentioned when he was going. I think for the regions that are represented here in South and Southeast Asia, we have a lot of territorial disputes, which bring their own sets of traditional and non-traditional security threats. So obviously that should be a focus anyway. Terrorism, like you mentioned, some of research is already happening. I think Dr. Tahir's own research is on that. Currently Pakistan is conflicted with a huge onslaught from TTP the past 2 years now. And it's a huge challenge for us. So we would like to work on this particular area of terrorism, because I believe that this region, if not managed properly, has the potential of becoming hub for transnational terrorism, which is going to be problematic for a larger international community. Again, this region combines South and Southeast Asia. Environmental security is another area where we should, develop synergies. All of us are confronted with climate change, rising sea levels, flooding, extreme weather events. Some of our mega cities are suffering from poor infrastructure, pollution, and larger public health issues and quality of life. So I think that's another area that we should work on. But the thing that tops my list of security challenges in our region is that of emerging technologies, which have the potential to fundamentally disrupt the strategic equilibrium and opening up new vulnerabilities and security risks related to advances in AI, Internet of Things, robotics, quantum computing. All of this is going to undoubtedly reshape the security landscape in ways that are difficult to predict today. And another area is increased reliance on unmanned aerial vehicles or drones for military operations, which is resulting in a new era of asymmetric warfare. UAVs have proven effective in reconnaissance and surveillance operations, and they can be, obviously used to attack targets with precision from remote locations. In addition to all of this, we should work together on spread of cyber technology and the internet that has allowed adversaries to leverage power of cyber in asymmetric warfare. And other areas could be proliferation of ballistic missiles, and as to how it is creating new dilemmas for deterrence in the nuclear dyads in the region, and escalation control dynamics are being affected by it. These are some of the areas that I thought that I'll just flag. With respect to our particular, collaboration with your center, Professor Julian and Dr. Tahir. So we are also beginning to, put together a curriculum for MPhil in Intelligence and Security Studies. There is no such endeavor that currently exists in Pakistan. So we will be the first one to introduce this as a discipline in the academia. And obviously, we have had a huge response from the law enforcement agencies in Pakistan, which includes ISI, FIA, police. All of them, have talked to us about bridging this divide between, the academic component of intelligence and security studies and the practitioners component. There are a lot of field agents and all, but not enough training to go around. So we're working to bridge that gap. With respect to the fellows or students that you have, I would be, on behalf of University of Lahore, would be able to offer you to host some of the fellows if they were to come to Pakistan with Pakistan-related case studies that they are working on. Our center, CSSPR, can host them. We can also take care of student visits. If some of your students were to come to Pakistan, we can assist with visa, we can take care of the national hospitality, and house them in our center and host them locally. We can also think about joint programs, short courses, on the areas that you identified, online certification, and we can, put together online modules where we can do co-teaching and develop the contents of it together. So with this, I'll, just leave it open, and I'd be happy to listen to other suggestions and develop more synergies across this region that you've identified. Thank you so much. I just wanted to, bring your attention to this concept of strategic chain. And I believe that the evolving strategic environment in the contemporary world, it is heavily influenced by the complex relationship between nations like United States, China, India, and Pakistan. And the strategic chain that emerges from the interactions between these states have significant implications for regional and global security dynamics, and something we don't often talk about and doesn't make a mention in the literature on security studies as well. So at the one end of the strategic chain is the United States, a global superpower with immense economic military capabilities. China, currently the world's second largest economy, has been rapidly modernizing its military in recent years to compete with the US and assert itself as a regional powerhouse. And in response, India, the world's largest democracy and a regional rival of China, has also been significantly enhancing its military capabilities to counter China's growing military influence. Now, Pakistan, which finds itself at the tail end of the strategic chain, shares a volatile border with India and has a complex relationship with the US, and has been a long-standing competitor of India and has similarly been upgrading its military strengths. The security challenges, I believe, faced by all four countries in this strategic chain are amplified due to constant developments and advancements in military capabilities. And this situation, I believe, presents a classic security dilemma in which the pursuit of greater security by one country leads to greater insecurity among all the other actors in the chain. And this vicious cycle of military modernization has the potential to cause significant destabilization of the regional security environment, which in turn may lead to unrest across the globe. So the strategic chain that connects the US, China, India, and Pakistan poses significant risks to regional and global security. And the ongoing efforts, I believe, of these nations to modernize their militaries are motivated by competition and territorial disputes, continue to escalate the security dilemma and exacerbate the tensions. Therefore, I believe that as researchers, as academics, as policy community, it is imperative that all actors strive for dialogue and cooperation to foster stability and peace in this increasingly complex and volatile geopolitical situation. So these are some of the comments that I wanted to make. Thank you.